Okay. So, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of the True and Fair Open Bar podcast. We are always excited to bring you a very real life event, and especially one that I'm very much excited, and we are very much excited to introduce you to today's topic. Um, Most importantly, it's called "Why Do People Give Up on Their Dream?" Um, so we're going to be diving into things here today, and stay tuned as we dive into this discussion. We also going to be sharing tips at the end of the this topic here. We always do. We discuss in depth, and like we always say, we will use our experience here to share with you guys. And you can also, if it does resonate with you, leave your comments, ask questions. We will delve into each comments as we go. So thank you as we go into this conversation here. So let's try to put this conversation, this topic here on the screen. Um, why do people give up on their dreams?
Yeah, it's exciting. It's gonna be exciting. I think this topic really, um, I think it resonates with a lot of people, and obviously most of the topics we have been talking about or discussing, um, for the last episodes or the last few episodes we have been doing, or various topics that resonate deeply with our audience and even with our personal lives as well. So, um, that's the reason why we use our experience or experiences to kind of share some insight on these topics. So yeah, again, it's exciting. It's another exciting topic today. And I mean, let's get it going. Again, stay tuned wherever you are joining us live this morning on YouTube or Instagram. We want to say welcome to today's edition, and let's keep the ball rolling. Keep your comment coming in as well, and we will be excited to read of them.
Absolutely. And Jisu, have you ever, give up on a dream? Like, let's start with that. How do you think, about it, and what happened? You know, and if you want to keep up with that, yeah, like because let's first of all we got to understand what a dream is, right? We look at dream as a purpose of fulfillment, right?
Right,
Your God
right.
given purpose of fulfillment. So I would like to know here today. We'll keep this all with a discussion. Have you ever give up on a dream? What was it and what exactly happened?
Um, I mean, I have gave up on the dream, if I may say. I think I shared that during our last couple episode, where I talk about, when I was growing up, I had the passion for, doing mechanics. And that was something that I was so much, you know, passionate about growing up as a young person. And it was like my dream, like my dream job. That was something that I could do anything for. Um, but like I said, as time went by, even though it's seems to be um it was not really like a or like a coincidence, but I think it was just something that at the end of the day I had to go for something on the other side that I felt that even though initially I had a passion and and a dream for doing something else, but I also had an alternative purpose to on the other side for something that I also have some level of passion for, which is something I'm currently into. So um, letting go of that, which from birth, I would say I was passionate about, and then at a point where I had to choose something else, I felt like I did give that up. And even till now, I still feel like I still have that desire to do that, even though I'm doing something totally that I love to do. Honestly, I love to do what I'm doing. I love computer. I love cybersecurity. Um, I mean, it's my die for thing. You know what I'm saying? Um,
Absolutely.
but still, on the other hand, on the contrary, I'm still having that passion and that desire to even go back into mechanics if the need be. Because if I sit back and think about some of these exciting things that I love to see people doing in that field, and even that I see people doing in the field in reality, I still have that desire and that passion to really want to go back and do it. But nevertheless, again, it is life. Sometimes you have to make a decision on something. Um, like we said, even in our in our other episodes, that even though you might fail at one thing, keep doing it. Keep trying, keep doing it over and over. Even though on the other side for me, it was not something that I feel, but it was something that I had to like find an alternative because I was at a crossroad where okay, I rather do continue doing mechanics or I do computer. But I do love the two, but I have to choose one. You know what I'm saying? And then I had to make
Absolutely.
a decision to choose one of them. So, yeah. So just to answer that, obviously, that in a nutshell with sound like I did give up on what I initially had a passion and a dream for. And yeah, so it's crazy though, but I mean, it is what it is, man. Yeah. So what about you?
Yeah, absolutely. Especially like beginning college. I mean, obviously, I was like passionate about certain majors that I wanted to do so much, um, which was really, computer science or computer programming, whatnot,
Right.
um, as a specialty. But this is a this is a career that require you. Um, that require you to give a lot of time. You know,
Mm,
often you raise a dog, you get a dog, and you say you are deciding to breed the dog or raise the dog, and then sometimes the dog gets so emotional and it refuses to stay in the kennel, and
right.
as you leave, it starts crying and here and there. It's the same way as computer science. This is a field that require your attention. I mean, maybe if not 99 but 100% of the time, all right.
Right.
So I was like, I don't know, I was stuck between it, and plus, like, now that you have to focus on that, not only that, the pressure from, not just pressure, I shouldn't say pressure, but like, um life processes, you have to pay bills and you have to take care of
Mm,
some
yeah.
important necessities.
Right.
um you got to make the choice. So I had to make the choice a little bit shift, and between that and something I'm doing now, and which I really enjoy doing. Um, and I like to see, and especially um, hobbies mixing all everything together.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, there are some point in human's life wherein sometimes it might seem to be like you're giving up, but if you don't, at the end of the day, it all between what your purpose is, right? it,
Right.
the dream is considered either your fulfillment of your purpose, but sometimes if you know that it's not your purpose and you give up on it, that's not really your dream, right? so
Mm,
so if you it's not called really giving up, it's just looking, you're just seeking for your purpose. So, and I
right.
believe that most people watching our life often, are seeking for their purpose and their fulfillment in life. So
Mm-hmm.
if you are not if you are not happy or what you're doing, you feel like your fulfillment is not met or you haven't seen your purpose yet.
Right.
So
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And it's just like we said, it's just at a point where you reach at a crossroad where you have to make a decision sometimes. Um, and even it may seem like you are giving up, like we said, but at some point it's like, okay, you have to make a decision. So it's like decision. It's like your decision now versus your dream. You know what I'm saying? But I mean,
absolutely,
a lot of people, on the contrary, what we are trying to say is that um it is not good to give up on your dream sometimes. And even if you do give up on your something that you initially had a passion for or a dream for, the whatever you decide to do should be something that should be also fueled by your desire. You need to be passionate about too as well. Like, let's say for instance, you can have a passion for doing something that is of high value, and then you leave that thing and do something that's of low value. Let's say for instance, you you had a passion to be a computer student, you leave it and go do um car loader work. Let's say for instance, or you go do something of less value. Basically, I shouldn't use that scenario, but you go use something of less value. You know, I think it kind of reduces your value as a person, um, as well. Yeah, it kind of
yeah,
reduces your value as
definitely,
well. So, hmm
definitely. So as we get into the next segment here, which is common reasons people give up on their dream. We're going to be sharing here what are some of the reasons, what are the some common reasons you have identified, and our audiences have identified that people give up on their dream here today, which is going to start with 1 year. I think if you, in order for you to actually grasp the our whole reason or purpose of our episodes, you pretty much have to start from the beginning and to understand or to at where we at. So if you watch all of our episodes, you will understand that we kind of little bit repeat some of the things that we will be sharing. Yeah, that will actually interconnect the whole thing and the whole segment of all of the thoughts we have been talking about here today, and yeah, and every time, every day. So, and some
yeah,
common reasons people give up on that dream here today, we're going to be sharing is start with number one, which is the fear of failure.
mm,
So, what do you
yeah,
have to say about this one, the fear of failure?
yeah. It just kind of remind me about yesterday's episode, which I think we kind of delved deep into that already. And for some of you who haven't watched yesterday's episode, please, um, tune in to Open Mac on YouTube. Um, we delve deeper into uh this conversation yesterday. The fear of failure, and we went wild and out on it. So yeah, but just a summary. A lot of people fear failure. I think which we did try to encourage people that failure should not be your your stopping point. It should not be like a blockage. It should not be like your end. Um, Even if you fail into something, keep doing it. um you know Try again, no matter what it is. Try again, keep pushing, keep persevering. You never know what will be the outcome of it. And that's one of the reasons for we definitely people do uh you know give up on their dreams, because they feel like, um I don't want to fail into this thing. you know I don't want to go
Absolutely,
into this thing and fail. I mean, even if that's something that you're passionate about, though, that's something that you have, it's your dream, it's your goal. You want to achieve this, you want to do this, but then that you know, I call it inner destructive motive, because it kind of destroy you if you're not careful. Because it definitely is gonna stop you from pursuing that which you want to pursue, because you have that tendency, or you have that mindset that if you go into this or if you do this, you're gonna fail. You're not gonna succeed into doing it. Without even giving a try. And even sometimes you do try the first time, the second time, or the third time, and you fail, and then you just give up. You consider yourself to be a total failure, and then you refuses to pursue that which you have that desire to pursue. So, the fear of failure also affect people from giving up on their dream. It stop people from pursuing their dream, or it cause people to give up on their dream. So, no matter what it is, keep pursuing that dream that you have. Is a God given dream. It's a God given talent. God's giving you that for a reason, you know. And trust me, as long God gave you something, he trusts your ability to achieve that wish or to become successful in that wish he has given you. God will not give you something that he don't trust you, to do, that he don't know that you have the potential to do. So, keep
Hmm.
doing it. Don't give up because you are afraid to fail, or because you have fear that people will say things about you, or the society gonna downgrade you, or the society gonna overlook you, or peer pressure, or family, friends, and whatever it might be. Do not give up. So, don't give up on that dream, no matter what it is. Even if you have an alternative to that, pursue it, be passionate about it, persevere, keep pushing, be resilient, and trust me, everything gonna fall into place at the right time. Yeah.
That's really deep, and I love that you can really share that. Yes, people are afraid of fail and not wanting to take the first step. Yeah, is if you think about it though, like people are really concerned about the judgment of others, how other people going to perceive them if they don't succeed, or they're just afraid to make mistake. People
Yeah.
don't want to be. People want to be a perfectionist. No one wants to make mistake. They just want to um, attempt one thing and then they get it right the first time, or
Right.
like, what if this doesn't work out? Why how am I going to be perceived in the neighborhood or
Mm.
by my peers? So they refuse to actually try or to even continue what they were doing. They just give up on their dream automatically. You know, and again, we keep saying that your dream is really your vision or your purpose in life that you saw when at birth and that God gave you at birth. So, what is your dream that you are giving up on?
Yeah. What is that dream that you are giving up on? Don't give up on it. Keep pushing, keep doing what you can do best. Keep being resilient. Keep being purposeful. You know, um, and trust me, there are a lot of people like we shared. Even yesterday, some of the tips that we shared yesterday, or some of the examples that we shared yesterday on some prominent people in society. You know that one way or the other they had a dream to do something, and at the end of the day, society looked down upon them. But if they were not persevering, if they were not pushing and being resilient, you know, trust me, they were not going to be the kind of people today that society look at them to be. Even Oprah Winfrey. Oprah Winfrey today, one of the biggest black or female, like I say, she's one of the biggest influencer today in the world, a black woman. She was overlooked. She was turned down so many times because people said that she was not fit for what she was doing. She was nobody. She couldn't pursue that which she had a dream for. And at the end of the day, today she's one of the black women figure in the world. You know, that
Absolutely, yeah.
a lot of women look up to in society. Michael Jordan, who we give us some example of. Steve Jobs from Apple. Imagine, losing a company that you started, and a lot of people. So, failure should not be a stopping block. It should not be a stumbling block. It should not be something that should stop you. Even though if you have a fear, be resilient, push, keep pushing. And I even love some of the tips that our audience gave yesterday too as well. Again, like we said, the videos are out there on YouTube, so you can go and rewatch. Why do many people fear failure? And trust me, you're gonna love that episode. It was rock and roll. So, And for today's topic, we are discussing, if you are just joining us, um, we're discussing why do people give up on their dreams? Why do people give up on their dreams? You know,
Yep.
and we said, your dreams is that desire, that God given desire, that God given purpose, something that God has already given you, that He has, yeah, as He has already put in you. There are so many people, even in the Bible, that we can make mention to, but trust me, we'll get to that part once the time. But again, this is the topic on the screen. Why do people give up on their dreams? And we are saying today, no matter what it is you have desire for in life, no matter what it is that God has given you, you know, keep pushing, keep pursuing that dreams, that which God has put into your mind and into your heart. So some of the common reason that people give up on their dreams, for which we are sharing, like we said, one is the fear of failure. It really doesn't matter what it is. Keep pushing, keep persevering, and you will achieve that which you want to achieve. And the next tip we have here is the lack of support. Hmm. This
Mm.
one is this one is deep. Yeah. So kick it up after.
Yeah, I think one primary reasons I will share on that is like that which a lack of support. Lack of support can make people actually give up in that dream. Some people feel isolated. Some people you don't have that support to for it could be any support. It could be financial support. It could be backup support. It could be that support network. That group of friends that will believe in your dream. That will it could be even in a relationship that you might have, and that support that partner that don't support that dream. It could be anything. People will give up on that dream, and we always say, and I would like to share this as a tip here that always surround yourself number one with people that are pregnant of dreams
Hmm.
and avoid people that are barren of dreams because they will sabotage, they will talk you out of that dreams. And you know, if some people are isolated, some people feel isolated, and it's a real. We understand that it's a real life thing. Maybe some people, both parents die of a tragic um, incident that might have happened, and so they feel isolated, or they might feel that they don't have the support system, yeah,
Right.
and that will cause them to give up on their dreams easily. But we always say don't you give up on that dream. I don't care if you don't have the family for it, if you don't have the money for it, if you don't have um, the backup for it, if you don't have no one there to even believe in that dream. Um, Stay true to that dream and don't ever give up on that dream. So we're
Yeah.
curious to know, Jisu, what your thought on that.
Yeah, absolutely. And just to buttress what you said, also the issue of adapt to come into play because, you know, when your family, friends, and people in your surrounding doubt your dreams, trust me, it automatically kill it, no matter what, because it feel like you're gonna get that negative energy from everyone. you
Yeah,
know, Even your parents. Let's say, for instance, you're a child growing up in a home, and then one day you tell your mom, "I want to be a nurse." Then she spank you. Stop. Who tell you can be a nurse? You know
right.
why you want to be a nurse? Like you want you to do this, want you to do that. That alone automatically it kill that you know. So doubt is one of the key thing to, when people doubt your dreams, when people in your surrounding does not support your dream, they overlook your dreams. You go, you tell your friends, like especially like you said, I think in one of our episodes where we discussed, you know, having a quality friendship over quantity. Know the people in your surrounding, because sometimes if you don't know the people in your surrounding and you don't understand them, sometimes you can kill your dream yourself, because these people automatically they are dreams killer. you know, there are people that are not supportive. So if you go and tell them something about yourself that that they're not going to support, trust me, they're going to kill whatever desire you have to do something, or whatever desire you have to do something. So, having that encouraging parties around you is important. You know, People that are going to support you no matter what, people that are going to encourage you no matter what. People that are going to give you that momentum, that push, in the back. Even when you are feeling down, when you are feeling worried, people that are gonna push you, that are gonna give you that arms to say, "Hey, man, we trust you. You can do this and you can do that." These are the type of people you need. But if you don't have the type of people in your surrounding, it automatically kill your dream. So, again, sometimes even if you feel like you don't have those type of people, that is why we even talk about the other time. Reach out to other people, network. Your network is your net worth because you may not have people in your peers that support you, but mind you, if you reach out there to other people, if you put yourself out there and start to connect with other people and start to interact with other people, you're gonna get support that you don't even know that you have. Because there are other people out there that are passionate about something. You might have people in your surrounding, in your peers, in your family that are dreams killer, that are not supported because trust me, some people, as long it is not them, it shouldn't be anybody else. Everywhere, even in the family, you know. And I think I shared my story the other day that even for me, when I was growing up, I have very few people in my family that very, um, you know, used to support me. Like used to give me that supporting arms and encouragement. But a lot of people, even my friends, even people that I grew up knowing, helping, and interacting with, never really believe in me. Sometimes, like a lot of times, they never do. You know, and like I said, even God is grateful. I bless God so much that yes, today I have this opportunity to be, you know, in the US. But as a person growing up, I never knew because, like I said, I never had any level of support. Like it never registered in my mind that okay, I could have been where I'm at because I never had that support. Like
Mm.
nothing.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't there, bro. To be honest, it wasn't there. So it was not even like a top process for me. And not even people in my peers, and not even my friends, like ever could say, "Oh, my man, you know, this what you doing? We can see that to do it tomorrow." No, it wasn't. Even I was one person that was very supportive of my friend, no matter what my friends are into or doing. I'm always there, giving them that push and encouraging them. But on the contrary, I wasn't, and I was just like, I'll do what I can do and be the kind of good guy I am. So long story short, at the end of the day, yeah, we are. And even people that were looking down on some of us, today can reach out and say, "Hey, man, how you doing?" And we can interact with them. We can push them back. So it really doesn't matter who you have that is not supporting you. People there to kill your dream, whatever they are there for. Trust me, keep pushing, you know, keep pushing. Don't let anybody step down on you. Don't let anybody overlook you. Don't let anybody tell you that you can't make it. And that's one of the big things that a lot of people face, you know,
Mm.
but just
Absolutely.
acknowledging the fact that you can't make it. That's a negative statement. That's a negative energy. You know, no matter what it is, you can make it. No matter what it is, you can do it. So keep doing what you can do best. Keep pushing, you know um even if you're not getting that support from your family, even you're not getting that support from your peers, or you're not getting that support from whoever you have in your surrounding, keep pushing, keep pursuing your dream, you know keep doing what you can do best, because honestly you may not get it all the time, and sometimes at
Absolutely.
all. Yeah, sometimes at all you will not get it. So don't give up. Not because you're not getting it, it means that you should stop doing what you are doing to become who you want to be tomorrow. Yeah. I mean,
Mm.
there's a lot we can say about this over and over, but we gotta keep it short and sweet. I know a lot of you out there have some experiences as well, based on what we are talking. So we'll definitely love to hear from you too as well.
Absolutely. So, and just to wrap up on this, though, just it's like you mentioned, right? Like us approach, if you especially concerning our um places where we're from, where economic is a factor. If you tell your parents, I want to become a mechanic, they will say, what? You know, the what? Mechanic? It's like, okay, um, you are the parents are really the support that you're supposed to like support your child no matter what. You understand that it's a dream that they got, right? So
Yeah.
it might not be what you wanted to do, but at least they have something, they have dream, right? So
Yep.
so being very supportive of them is very much important to their future, their growth, and their life. So, and a common example we could give that parents can be a factor and a dream killer is Joseph in the Bible, right?
Mm.
Um, yeah. So people didn't believe he dreamed or he dreamed. He's, he dreamed and he saw himself feeding. Um, he saw himself feeding his brother and everything. And I'm guessing they were thinking that, hey, so you mean that we're gonna, look up to you and all of that stuff. So, and right away they tried to hire him or to sabotage his dream, you
Right.
know. But most of the time, what God will do is God will remove you away, usually far away from these people, so that you can be surrounded with people, or you can be surrounded with network of friends, or place, or environment, or territory that will um be of benefactor to your dream, or that will help you to reach that goal.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah,
For sure. I mean, sometimes God can use that as a means to even test you to see how resilient you are, how purposeful you are, or to even to see if you're gonna doubt him or not, or if you're gonna trust him in the process, you know. And listen, one way or the other, God will always find means of, turning things around, for his children, no matter what the situation is.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And like, um I pretty much show you saw a lot of things growing up, and now that you can finally do what you love, and which is very much important. And to our audience listening, and out to out there, you know, you might not have the full parents. You might grew up from a single parent, but welcome to the world. You are here. So are you going to get stuck?
Right.
Let's
Right.
get going. Let's get busy. Let's start working on the dream that you have, whatever it might be. Um, you never give up on that dream. It might seem like there is nowhere right now, but they were all part of the plan. They were all part
Yeah.
of God's plan. If God
Mm.
would have disclosed to Joseph that the plan of he being in the palace, and in the palace that he had to go through those processes, he will say, "Forget it. I don't
Yeah.
want it." You know. So most of the time, the God's plan can look like uh are very much obstacles to you, but it is part of the plan.
Yeah, it's part of the process. He will not show you what the outcome will be like. You have to go through it. Like you have to. That's why they say the road is narrow. It's not that straight. So don't expect a smooth ride. It's not gonna be that smooth. Like, bro, honestly, sometimes sometimes we sit back and be like, why is certain people just accumulating all the wealth? They are just so wealthy. They got all the money. They got this. They got that. But trust me, if you sit and listen to some of these people's story, man, you will be like, you know what? You go just do your thing, but I can go through it. Like some people were homeless. Imagine being homeless, living on the street, living in your car. Like Steve Harvey, that's one of the icon I follow most of the time too. You know, he went broke. He said he was in his 30s, bro. Imagine. Now they say, oh, I was young, like in my 15, 16, or 17, or 18, or my 20s. But in your 30, imagine to be homeless in your 30s, sleeping in your car, man, for years.
3 years, he
Only,
said.
yeah,
It's
3 years sleeping in your car, bro. What?
yeah,
But today, yeah, look at him now. See where he's at. If I you myself, even a guy just show up a glimpse of that and say, hey, you know, that's how you're gonna. That's the process you have to pass through to be successful. We say, no, God, I think I'm okay like this. Let me be like this until I get to where I want to get. I don't want to go through that process. It is hard
absolutely, man.
sometimes. Yeah, it is hard, but you gotta trust the process. Like we say, you gotta trust in God. And you gotta keep doing what you have to do. Keep pushing because even if you get, there are a lot of people that even some people got evicted from their homes. They put them outside, they and their kids, and they never had anywhere to go, nowhere to sleep, nowhere to stay. But today, things have turned around for them. So it might be you. It might be. I know many of us really feel the same way. We ask ourselves like, why is it certain people are just successful? They are just living lavishly, like enjoying all the money and all the wealth. But trust me, read their story. Read their story,
Yeah.
then you know why.
I mean, and I'm glad that we get to do these things and that we have studied the life of people that actually do, and like you should mention, still have a great icon. And also Elon Musk. I follow these people closely, and when he shared his story, he'd be like, and I listened to one of the interviews he did. He said a lot of people want to be like me, but they don't. They don't. They really don't want to be like me because this guy, yeah, you know he's like in his little he shared his story that he had a little office and that he and brother would stay in a little office and they had little they are close in the bag and whatnot and they had the girlfriend by that time. The girlfriend would sleep in the office and they would sleep on the couch and the website would be up in the day and they would be coding in the night and this guy will code for they'll be working like for a long time up to now and now they're benefited and all of their hard work and part of that is one of the scriptures I would like to share here for our viewer is Habakkuk 2 and 3. Even though it's hurry wait
Yeah,
for it, it will come at an appointed time. It will
yeah,
take long. It might be like which is why especially getting into a relationship is like finding someone who will understand your dream and not expect an instant result because it might
yeah,
not happen in 2 years, it might not happen in 3 years, it might not happen in 5 years, it might happen in 10 years. So
yeah.
but wait for it and for sure it will come at a appointed time.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Though it may tarry, but it will definitely come at a point of time. So keep doing it. Like we said, it doesn't matter what the outcome will be. Like you just keep your focus on the process. you know, keep your focus on the process. No matter what it is, keep your focus on the process. Like even some successful athletes that we have, like Usain Bolt, the fastest runner in the world, the man fastest runner. You know what those guys went through? You know, a lot of these people go through a lot to become, what they are today. But some of us only look at their successes and try to critique it and try to analyze it and try to judge them by it. But we don't look at the story behind it. We don't look at the process they too hard to go through to be where they are. And it might be you and I today. We don't know who we're gonna become tomorrow, to be honest. But yeah, we are today doing what we're doing. A lot of people are looking at it and they're gonna say, "Oh, why you trying to prove here?" Like these are the dreams killers, man. They'll be like, "Why you trying to prove?" Like, "Oh, you're trying to say, yeah, y'all can speak better than anybody." Oh yeah, like you know much about camera or camera should be on your face every time and anybody like who you guys think you guys are. And these kind of
Absolutely.
these kind of people are there, man. And trust me. But at the end of the day, once the story changes, then they will start to say, "Oh, okay, you know, oh, we never thought that." Or yeah, see them now. They probably see where they are now. Like see the amount of wealth they are accumulating and what they are doing and all that stuff. So, you know, yeah. So more tips to come your way. I think the third one we have here, is being impatient. Is impatient.
Absolutely.
What you have to say about this?
Yeah, like we mentioned earlier on, and even though I jumped the gun, it's like impatience, Dreams usually take times, right, to accomplish. It's like it's if you first dream about something, it doesn't you don't get a result instantly. It takes time. It's a constant try and error method. Sometimes you will feel that it. Sometimes you will take some detour to actually reach to that dream. So it might happen in few years time. It will usually take time, but people give up on their dream because they're so impatient. And
Yeah.
plus, especially if you have that relationship partner who is always there, like saying, you know, when last we're gonna start eating some other money now. you know.
Exactly,
And
right?
and like we've been working on this thing for 5 years. When like are we gonna start eating, reaping some of the benefits? Okay, well I might not see result right now, but why can't we be patient? But but the point is that most people give up on their dream because they are very impatient.
Yeah. Yeah, impatience is something, but honestly, right? Pursuing dreams takes time. And you know, this world we are living in, a lot of people love instant gratification. They want to be applaud like for every for every little thing that they do. I mean, we live in a digital age, man. Everybody want quick result. Nobody just want to, you know, keep waiting for one thing over and over, years and years. But trust me, like we said, that is the process. You know, um, you never know. Like a lot of people, it's just that even though with the level of advancement we have in technology, um, a lot of people still really don't understand what it means to be patient when it comes to like even a lot of these things or a lot of these things that we have today to our disposal. Do you know how long it took people to even get these things to where they are today? you know
Absolutely,
so it takes time, but like we said, people don't really have that inner ability to be able to withstand tension sometimes.
yep,
We don't have people like, especially our era, man. Like everybody want to get things faster, or they want to get things
absolutely.
done faster. That type of instant gratification way. Like everybody want to be gratified. They want to be applaud. Like they want to be pat on the back. Everybody want to be appraised. Yeah, just like that. So because of that, a lot of people they don't have that patience anymore. They don't have that patience anymore. So you see somebody will jump from. That's why you see a lot of people go to school. They in this other career today. Next year they into another thing. The following year they into another one. The next semester they're doing another thing because they are not patient, man. They just can't persevere. They can't push forward. Their mind is not set to one thing. Today they're doing civil engineer. Next semester they're doing business. The following semester they want to do aircraft. The next semester they want to go back to medical science. They want to do nursing. They want to do this. So people are not just patient, and that's true because it is killing a lot of people. Honestly, and it is delaying a lot of dreams too. A lot of people's dreams because there's something that deep down within yourself. That's why I think my boy and I was sharing the other day. We say everybody has something that they really desire, that they love to do, something that they know when they are doing, man, they feel 100% fulfilled doing it. And there are certain things, like you were saying, you say, any job that you think you're doing where you will have to struggle to wake up in the morning to go to, that's not your job. And that thing reason with
Yeah,
me, I was like, yeah, that's true, man. Even some other experience too, bro, coming up, especially our first, second job, or even some of the jobs we had in the past, bro, to just get up and go to that job. Like they should bring real excavator and lift you up and dress you and carry you to the job, man. Like you just feel like oh my god, your whole world is about to crush. That's how you feel. But there's something that when you
absolutely.
doing, you feel fulfilled doing it. Like you're like even you don't even feel stressed doing it. But all of these things come with learning. It comes with time. It won't just happen out of the blue. And just before we continue, there are a lot of comments. We got a few comments coming in. Let's hear from someone on the one of our platform here. Um, George Sunday said, lack of support can significantly affect a person's dream, depending on the circumstances they face. 100%. You know, again, like we said, it depends on the circumstances. So, you know, like we said, sometimes it can be from parental side, it can be from your peers, it can be from your personal self. Even most of all, we don't eat. I think they say when you wash your face, somebody will wash your back, or if you wash your stomach, someone will wash your back. Something like that. You yourself too have to be a self motivating factor. You need to like have that positivity. Like someone always defeat ourselves even before we start getting the defeat from other people. You know, we feel like we are a total failure. We feel that we cannot make it. We cannot do anything. you know. And trust me, like that type of negative energy and negative feel, it's gonna rub on other people too. So, you know, you gotta be a self support first, and then other people gonna support you. And even if you're not being supported by other people, learn to support yourself. Learn to be motivated, and keep pushing and keep doing what you're supposed to do. And another comment we have here say, patience is one of the greatest too. Of course, which we are saying, people need to learn these things, and sometimes, a lot of these things we talk about are things that are not really taught. Let's be honest.
Yeah,
They are not
100%.
taught.
A-
Yeah.
And
Not by parents, not in our schools, not anywhere else. They are not really taught like that. So, you know,
and we have our generation is one of the fastest
oh
generation.
yeah, yeah.
We love things to happen like quick, fast, and one of the key you stress on, which is like doing what you love, right? So if you're not doing what you love, obviously you understand that it's not your purpose, it's not your calling, it's not what you were given to do.
Right.
So like if for example the birds love to fly and they get energy from flight, and the
Mm-hmm.
fish love to swim, they get energy from swimming. um so like some of the things that we're doing now, some of the things that we actually share, we do it, we love it. Sounds like our purpose, because most of the time you got most of the time your purpose is your driving force, the energy is what push you to keep going, to keep getting things done. And I think the difference between really your vision and ambition is that if anything that that you see that is self benefiting to just you alone, it's not from God. It's ambition. But if you have vision from God, it's always other benefiting. It always self elevating to other people. So all of
Yeah.
this thing that we're doing right now, it's benefiting other people. It makes their life better. They take emphasis from that, and they kind of like, okay, they kind of take detour to um applications to their own personal life. So important tips is doing what you love.
Yeah. Yeah. And you need to, and the key also, you as a person need to identify that thing. you know you have to recognize that thing too, because if you don't know, like we said, there are a lot of us that we are like jack of all trade. We do everything and we feel that we love everything. No, you don't. No, I don't care if you think that you know everything, you got every skills to do everything in this world. There's something that you love more than the rest. That one thing. But if you can
100%.
identify that thing, it's gonna be a problem too. So like many of us will say that anything I do, anything I get into, I have the passion for it. I have the skill for it. I can do it. I can achieve it. I can do that. Yes, it's true. I mean, there are people that are versatile. That God has given us a brain that, you know, have the propensity to learn a lot. It's just left with you to put your mind into work and put that brain into work. But trust me, there's something that you love best, or that which that you can do best to your ability, that you feel fulfilled doing it. And the key word is the fulfillment part, because there's something, there are other things that sometimes you might do that, yes, you feel like, but it's not as compared to something else that you can do, that you would feel like, yeah, you know even when someone tap you, said they wake you up and they say, "Hey, I want you to get this done." You are 100% into it. You're energized to do it, to get it done. So being able to identify that thing too is a key factor. So, bottom line, we as human, we should learn to be patient, even though we are not taught these things, and that's the reason why we have decided to come up with you know, with a means of providing some of these topics for discussion so we can be able to learn these things ourselves and be able to identify some of these things. Even though we were not taught it doesn't mean that we should not learn it or we shouldn't know about
Right.
it, you know. So that's the reason why we have this show. So please feel free to tune in. Every Friday and Saturday we are here 9 a.m. and Sunday we have our biblical show too as well. And we're gonna have a lot of exciting topics to discuss, and we would really love to hear from you too as well. So let's keep going. This morning we are talking about why do people, give up on their dreams. That dreams that you have within you that God has given you, that desire that you have to do something, no matter what the factor is. Um Sometimes you are afraid to fail in that thing. You feel that if you go into that thing you're gonna fail. Sometimes you don't have that support, and all of these things. And even sometimes we ourselves, we are very impatient. We can't wait, man. We we want instant result. Like, yeah, I understand, but sometimes just keep pushing. It might not be the first year, it may not be the second year, it may not even be the third or the fourth. You just got to keep doing what you have to do, you know um and find a mentor. I think it's good to find a mentor, someone that you can count on. I mean, a lot of us really think that our parents or our friends will be our driving force. No, sometimes it's not you. Sometimes it may not be your friends. Sometimes it may not be your family. It might be someone extended, someone from outside that you don't even know. So you need to find someone that someone who have a success story, someone that you can talk to, someone that once you share that dream with them, they can be able to support you. Someone that if you look at their lifestyle, it motivates you to want to do more for yourself. And that
Absolutely.
that that's what most of us are lacking, to be honest. Even myself, man, that's one thing. I'm liking that. Even though I have people in my surrounding that I can look at and feel motivated to do certain things, but and also I've read a lot about other successful people in society. But having that mentor, someone that you can count on, someone that you can reach out to, someone who is there anytime and at any time to support you, you know, to motivate you, to give you that push. We all need that type of people in our life.
Yep.
And I'm not saying
Having
they
a
can be your friends, but all I'm saying
absolutely.
is good to identify those people too. Yeah,
Yeah, having an accountability partner is very,
exactly.
very vital to the process. Um, yeah, before we're gonna then on this topic, yeah, share one of the factors that why people give up on their dream, and then we will then go on to the next segment. So, which is here, comparison.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
comparison.
yeah. I mean, for this one, we talk about this one. The big thing that will come to my mind is social media. Social media is killing things, bro. Social media has been the order of the day. You know, a lot of people just go on the media today just to compare their life with other people. You know, because they see that person is on camera doing this and doing that, then they want to do the same thing. You know, and to be honest, it is a bad thing. Like this, our generation is has become so accustomed to the media to the extent that people are using it for negativity now. Like, they are using it for negative things now. You know, people are not being themselves anymore. Like you can really identify who is who now on the media, man. Because everybody want to look flashy. You know, everybody want to look good for the camera. Everybody want to post. I'm not saying there are not real people out there. There are, and trust me, there are a lot of real people out there, but there are a lot of fake people too. To be honest, you know, and just by that, a lot of people feel down upon themselves. Because they feel that, oh, my friend is doing this, he's showing it up, and I'm not in their level or I'm not of their class. I'm not doing what they are doing. Then they try to overlook themselves. They try to feel down upon themselves that, okay, um I don't think I can do this anymore. I don't think I'm worth You know, there's no need to keep doing what I'm doing because I don't think it's gonna yield any fruit or it's gonna go anywhere. It's gonna take me anywhere and stuff like that. So, we need to close our eyes upon those things. I'm not saying social media is wrong. It is not. There are a lot of positive things, a lot of benefits that comes to the media nowadays. But trust me, you just need to know what you want. Stop comparing yourself with people. I mean, it really doesn't help, to be honest. It's not
Absolutely.
not because somebody is in the position to do something and you are not in the position to do it, and you feel down upon yourself or you want to compare your life with them. you know we all don't have the same destiny. God has destined everyone, every individual, specifically for a specific purpose. you know we all have different, even if we say, oh yeah, the goal might be the same, but the means of us achieving that goals are different. We may not follow the same path. It may not be the same process. You know, so comparison has been the order of the day, and I mean we definitely have to talk about it. Um, but you know, you can compare yourself to other people based on what you see or feel about them. you know um it's not because I feel like, yeah, Alfred is doing well in society. Alfred has everything. Alfred is driving Tesla and I'm not driving Tesla, then I try to compare myself with Alfred now. Like, I want to keep up with him, I want to be like him. You know what I'm saying? I don't know Alfred process, I don't know his story, I don't know how he managed to achieve what he achieved today. I just have to follow my own thread and keep doing what I'm destined to do, to become who I want to be for myself. You know, and
Absolutely.
start comparing myself with other people that, oh, okay, James Brown is this and I'm not that, then I feel down. You know, like, I've been in America for 25 years and after I've been here for 25 years, but after he's doing way better than me. So it means that I have to compare myself with him. Like, no, man. Like, come on, just keep your mind focused. Keep doing what you're doing. It doesn't matter. Even after I've been here 25 years and you have been here 25 years and he's achieving more than you, it means that you cannot achieve something too for yourself. You know, you gotta keep doing what you're doing, man. And that's what we're trying to say. Like, we need to stop comparing ourselves with other people. We need to keep focused, keep our mind focused and stuff like that. Yeah. So I mean, let's hear from you, Afro. What you have to say about this?
Absolutely. You just nailed it there on the head. Comparison could be a factor also why people give up on that dream, you know, and that you always looking over your friend's shoulder to see what he get going,
Mm, yeah.
and
I
you
should
know,
have checked.
right, what he get going if he's succeeding, and then if he's still sleeping and you succeeding, you say, oh, I over the guy now. So it's like he's he might not be in competition, and but there's one thing that set people aside is the vision.
Yeah,
Vision is very unique.
yeah.
Most of the time, if I go to the mall or the popular places, I always visit the food court. The food court, when I visit the food court, and if you look at like these fast food places, and they're all in one space. But then
Mhm.
I keep thinking, are these people in competitions? They are in competitions, but sometimes and they buy from each other, and I feel
Yeah,
like, are these people in competitions? But the truth is that they are not in competitions. They are
yeah,
different. They might have the same mission, right? Which is to
yeah,
sell fast food, but they have different. They have uniqueness
yeah.
in doing things. So
Exactly.
their vision set them apart. You know.
Right.
But if
Yeah.
you have a true vision, you understand that you're not in competition. You just um,
Mm.
you're never going to be jealous. If you realize that you're not in competition, you rather when you destroy jealousy, you
Yeah.
destroy people are thought of you, you destroy comparison.
Yeah.
So your vision is the one that sets you apart.
Hmm. I love that. I love that. Once you identify that true vision of yourself, you know that you're not in any competition with anyone, and that's 100%. You know, like we said, many of us have not even identified that purpose for which we are here. We have not really identified our true purpose or our true desire. So that's where the competition come in. That's where the comparison come in. because anything you see someone doing, you want to do it. You
Yeah,
have not identified that uniqueness within yourself. That purpose that you have, that desire, that goal, that dreams. You are not ready to identify it. So anything you see someone doing, you want to do it, and then at the end of the day, it becomes a competition. It becomes competitive because you want to either equalize with that person, be more than them, or one way or other stay in competition with them. you know,
absolutely.
and that's where you will start to do everything crazy. And some people are not so certain to the extent that they will see this person doing this, they want to do it. They see another person doing it, they want to do it. They see the following person doing something, they want to do it. They just want to do everything that they see other people doing
Yep,
because they have not identified that uniqueness within themselves. They don't really know that thing that they desire, that they want. They don't know that want. Like they really don't know it. Like they have not identified it. And trust me, this thing we are saying, age does not matter, man. Some people say, "Oh,
absolutely.
I think that for people in at 25, la la." Trust me, no, no. No, anyone. It affects anyone. There are people even in their 60s up to now, they don't even know what they want for themselves. They don't. Like
Absolutely.
they don't. They're still in competition with people. They're still in competition with even with youngsters. Like someone in our
Yep,
65, you want a competition with someone in our 20s. You know what I mean?
yep.
You have
It's
not
like
identified. I think you are.
everyone have a podcast, right? And we decided to get one. Um, Everyone that mention is they have their podcast, but we are different. We share a lot of stuff here that people don't really talk about. So
Yes.
it's like people really resonate and say, oh my gosh, I didn't know there was a thing.
Yeah.
It's
For
it's
sure.
it's important because it, it's our message is for all ages.
Yeah.
So
For
it's
everyone.
not for like a specific person. So,
Yeah.
but
That's
yeah,
true.
if you have any last more thing yeah before we go in our segment two here, you can just give it to the audience there, and then we can go to the next segment.
I mean, like we say, and I think we continue to say, through all our episodes, and from episode 1 to episode 5 today, um, you know, keep keep being yourself, man. You know, life has its own way of throwing things at you, and no matter what it is, keep being your authentic self. You know, keep pushing. Um, whatever dreams you have, keep persevering, you know, uh be resilient, yeah, and also be patient. you know life is life is what it is, no matter what. Sometimes we have this saying, we say it is what it is. Yeah, it is what it is, no matter what, man. Like, just keep doing your thing. um Identify that uniqueness within yourself. Um love something that you feel like you love and you feel passionate to do, and do it. Even if you fail, keep trying and keep pushing. So before we move on to our next segment, I want to say this. Please follow us on our social media platforms. We are on YouTube Live. We are on Instagram Live also. So please follow us on Instagram and YouTube. Um, wherever you are. And if you are watching us right now, we say thank you for joining us today on this epic episode that we are on, episode 5, and this amazing topic that we are discussing: why do people give up on their dreams, and many, many more to come. We are here again tomorrow at 9 a.m. For our biblical show. Hopefully, we're gonna get a guest here tomorrow. We will introduce the guest to you, before the show starts tomorrow, so you can know. And it's gonna be wonderful here tomorrow morning. So let's stay tuned as we go and as we delve deep into this conversation today. So, for our next segment here right now, we have why you shouldn't give up on your dreams. Now, remember, we were talking about, common reason people give up on their dreams, which we talk about: the fear of failure, the lack of support, impatience, and comparisons, and many, many more, like being able to identify your desire, your purpose, and all of this stuff, finding a mentor, and all of this good stuff. But again, why you shouldn't give up on your dreams? you know. So let's kick it up from here, Alfred. And you want to get it started? Why should people not give up on their dreams?
I think is like for is this is something for me for everyone watching. Is number one, understand that that God plant dream into your heart. Yeah. For so that you can accomplish some of some there are problems in the world that we need your assistance. Number
Yeah.
two, your dream could be a solution to someone's problem.
Hmm.
And we got to understand one thing is that always time if you have a dream, your dream or your vision is never about you.
Yeah. Hmm.
It's never about you. See, when Joseph had a dream, it was never about him. It
Yeah.
was about he saw himself on the tomb feeding his brother and stuff, but it was not about him. It's always about other people. So some reason why you should not give up on your dream is because one, your dream could be solution to someone's problem, and two, God put dream into your heart to fulfill some of the greatest problem and some of the plan that God have for it, that you that we needed your assistance, and that's why you shouldn't give up on your dream.
Yeah. Yeah. I think you said it all. You know, it may not be about you. Like that we have a saying, we say we are all destined to help us. You know, your destiny might be tied, or someone else's destiny might be tied into yours. Because of you, somebody might achieve something or become the best version of themselves tomorrow. Only because of you, because of that dream that God placed into you. You know,
Yeah,
so it's not about you. And that's why most people fail to, because they feel that it's about them. Like, ah, you know, I mean, if I feel it, I feel. It's about me. It's not about anybody. That's me. That's my problem. No, bro. Says it's not your problem. It's not just about you. It's about other lives out there that could have benefited from that which you just fail. Fail to implement or fail to do. So, um, you know, and we have a saying. We say we are not an island. You know, we are not an island. Every one of us have someone interdependent upon one another. We are all interdependent upon one another. If I put it in that term, I think it would be right. Right. You know, we all depend on one another, one way or the other. Like I'm telling you, man. You know, that's just the fact. Just how the plant need water and sunlight to survive. That's how we as human beings we need one another to survive. I mean, if God wanted to
yeah,
create one person for this earth to do everything, he was just gonna create one person and say, "Hey, man, go take care of everything," and that's it. But the reason why he make
absolutely.
it two is because, and remember when he said after he make it two, he said, "I multiply." You know, so it was to what fulfill the purpose for which he want each and every one of us for on this earth. So we are here for a reason. You know, we are all one way or the other depending on one another. No matter what, you like it exclude the fact, you like it argue it. It's an argument. Yeah, I agree. But trust me, it is a reality. We all need one another for something. You don't know what that may be. You know, you don't know what that may be tomorrow. So if you give up on your dream and you feel like it's just gonna affect you, then that's a big lie. It affect thousands and thousands of other people. Mind you, God can find another way to work things out, but you have become a failure already. You have discarded that purpose for which God have put you here for. So, keep pushing, keep doing, even if you don't get the support from anyone at all. And that's what may cause some of the issue, because you may say, oh, because nobody's supporting me, nobody's doing this, so this is my problem. Yeah, it is not your problem, man. Come on. If you become the best, trust me. Do you know how many people nowadays watch Steve Harvey's show? This guy has taken this thing to Africa, man, and people are benefiting just from his motivational speeches and stuff. Do you know how many lives they affected? Let's forget about the other side. You know, everybody have that thing. Let's forget about that. But let's look at the positive side. Let's look at the positive outcome. Do you know how many people? Some people were down. They were broken. But just by seeing these people being motivated by them, it arose certain thing in them, certain curiosity, certain passion, setting fire within them. You know, so if he was gonna give up on himself when he was still sleeping in his car, when he was broke and never had anything, trust me, tomorrow, do you know how many people was not gonna benefit from him? A lot of people.
Absolutely. Yep.
Like McDonald's, Kentucky Fried Chicken. These guys never started the way they are today. They had their story. If they were not going to pursue their dreams that they have, were we going to benefit from them today? Trust me, I'm gonna eat their fast food more than anything.
Yeah.
you know?
And to just share my last point on this here is like you just said it a lot in few minutes or few seconds, but you said a lot to why other people attach to your dream. So your dream is not just about you; it's other people that are looking up to you and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
just to the wisest person on earth, the wisest king on earth, he said, "Well, a man without a dream of vision shall perish." Right.
Mm. Yeah.
So it's like if you don't have a dream, you don't have vision, you don't. Like
Yeah.
so, and key reason why you should not give up on your dream, no matter who you are, no matter if you don't have the support for it, even even though if you were born and you think that you were born of a mistake, you are not a mistake. Your life
Yeah.
is not a mistake. You are not an incident. You are you are part of God's plan.
Yeah.
So whatever dream you have, we need you here. You are built for this. We need you here, and um, without you, some people will not benefit from what you have. See,
Yeah.
yesterday, um, something that I didn't tell what happened was that my coworker I asked her one question about few months ago, maybe 3 months ago. I asked her one question. I said, what do you do in your free time? Right? I asked her that question. And just yesterday, I had the opportunity to see her again during our lunchtime. And then I asked her the same question. What do you do in your lunch or during your free time at home or whatever? She said she said this. She said, you asked me the question about a few months ago. And that when I went home, I realized that I've never been doing anything. And
Wow.
currently I do read books now
Hmm.
and 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 when I asked her these questions, she was with three other friends, and she told me and said that after she went home, she asked these friends that she was asking, she said, didn't that question make you guys feel like we're not doing anything?
Wow.
And
Right.
her friend was like, yeah, duh. And then she said, right away, she cut off that friend. Even up to this day, she said she's not with that friend anymore.
Yeah.
She said in her free time now she focused on reading books, she focused on doing a lot of things now to keep her busy. I said, wow, thank you for sharing, you know.
Hmm.
But
Yeah.
all of these things that we're doing, it makes differences in people's life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. For sure, for sure. So let's look at a few things here that we have identified. Why you shouldn't give up on your dreams. And number
Th-
one here we have God's given dreams have a purpose. Hmm.
Absolutely. Like we stated earlier on, whenever God gives you a dream, it's not about you.
Yeah.
We need to accept, we need to hear because there are something that God wants to get done on the face of the earth that we need to existence. So you
Yeah.
are never a mistake.
Yeah.
While your parents were, unintentionally doing what they were doing, and you came, you are never a biological incident. You are part of
Hmm.
God's plan. So
Yeah.
So that's why you should never give up your dream.
Yeah, for sure. We are all part of God's plan. Um, we are all here for a reason. God has placed us here for a specific reason. It doesn't matter the means by which you came here. Like, it doesn't matter. It was not a mistake. Even it was yeah, 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 whatever. But listen, God biologically, God has destined you to be here for a specific reason. You are a destiny helper. You are here for we are here on a as I was saying, we say we are here on a mission.
Yep.
We are here on a mission, and God has placed you here for something, something way deeper than even you imagine. So don't give up on yourself. Don't look down on yourself, even if you're not getting that support, even if there's no one there to support you, there's no one there to push you, to give you that arms. you know Believe in yourself. The most important thing, I think, is believe in yourself, because once you believe in yourself, man, even if you face whatever obstacle it might be, whatever, lack of support, failure, fear, whatever, I think you will have it in your mind, you have it registered in your mind that you know you are here for something, that you want to achieve something. Like a lot of successful people, like like one person I will give reference to before we move forward, Sylvester Stallone. I was reading about him, and this movie on the Rocky, something like that. He was the one that wrote that script for Rocky, the boxing movie. I think that should have been. I think that was his first movie. This guy wrote the script and tried to sell it out to producers out there, and nobody could buy the script. Nobody. Everybody turned him
Mm.
down. And even when he had the opportunity, like I think it was at a point where he even had to sell his dog, his pet, right? He had to sell his dog just to eat. Imagine that. And at the point where even when he has someone to buy the script, they never wanted him to add the script, to add in a movie. They just want to buy the script from him like that. And he refuses. And at the end of the day, when they saw that there was no one that could even perform the role as compared to the main person that wrote his own script, they end up, using him. And today that movie has become one of the iconic movie in the world, you
Yeah.
know,
Mm.
because he had that passion, he had that dream that he wanted to go into this. He wanted to go into acting. He wanted to do something for himself. He wanted to pursue something, even with all the letdown, all the disappointment. Even Amazon, before when Jeff Bezos started Amazon in his garage, they were selling books, just books, like regular books. This could be books, and for people that's how he started. And people overlook him. Everyone in his surrounding, a lot of people overlooking that. Like, who want to be reading books? Like, who want to sell magazines and stuff around? Who really have the patience to really be doing that, man? Come on, you gotta be serious. Find something else to do. But trust
Mm.
me today, man, who gonna shop in, even it has gone far as even in Africa now, bro. People shopping from Amazon.
Yeah.
Even in Africa now, bro. Trust me, people are shopping from Amazon. But do you know how many people let down that dream? Do
Yep.
you know how many people overlook him? If you are just gonna feel disappointed and say, "Oh, all right," I mean, with all the disappointment and everybody letting me down, let me just forget this thing and just do something else.
Mm.
We couldn't have gotten this e-commerce that we have today. This is the world largest e-commerce industry, Amazon. Everywhere in the world, people know about it. But
Yep.
we all only look at now. We only see all the successes now. We just want to go put in our order, poop, poop, and it get delivered the next day, and we are excited, yeah. But if you read about how it all started, bro, if it was some of us with that dream, it wasn't gonna happen, man. Just imagine those
Absolutely.
days, how it was, man. Like, those days, how things were. Like, it was coming. Things were tough. Things were difficult. Like, it was hard because it was the industrialized age. Things were just coming into being. You know what I'm saying? Things were just coming into being. It was not as compared to how it is now. So, like, now you can go to a loan and start a business. Even if it break down, you still find another loan and take another one and start another one and keep it going. But it was not like that those days. You gotta go market yourself out to people. And once they tell you no, that's it. So it was tough, man. But these guys push you, the McDonald's, the Amazon, the Apple, the Windows. Imagine your own software. You build a software and tell people, hey, this can make this, if this program can make things easier for people. Yes, people turn it down. They said no. IBM said no, it will never work. This other company said no, it will never work. you know, and he had to push. Bill Gates had to push, find another alternative, find another means to get this thing working. And today, here we are. Everybody want to use Microsoft. Everybody want to get Microsoft Windows computer. Windows is everywhere. Microsoft is everywhere. Everybody's doing fine now. But trust me, if you look at the success story of some of these people, so God gave them that dream, that desire, that purpose, and they knew within themselves that they wanted to achieve something. They knew
Yeah.
within themselves they wanted to achieve something, so they kept pushing. And it's you and I today. You know, don't tell me, don't think we don't still have inventors nowadays or in our days. We do still have inventors. We still, but a lot of us, like we said, this self-employed. We want to be employed by people so quick. We
Mm.
want to achieve things so fast to the extent that as long it failed the first time, the second time you done with it. You get done for it again, you done with it. Like, bro, I'm about to like waste my time beyond that thing. But only if you could just try a little more, just one more time. If you could just try just one more time, that
Mm.
try could have turned out to be something different. You know, so you should not give up on your dreams. You should not give up on your dreams no matter what. Don't give up on it. Keep pushing and pushing and pushing because one day you don't know what might happen. Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you, Juzo. I mean, yeah, it was really fascinating that give some relevant quotes that prove the points that you were trying to make, and hope everyone take some of these things that we're saying here very seriously.
Yeah.
We're gonna go to the next one here, which is very much important as well, which is the last year before we can go on to segment three. So before we can give some tips to what people should do and stuff. We're gonna discuss this here. Um, Regret is worse than failure. What's your thought on this?
Bro, 100%. I think this one just said it all. Like it said it all. Yeah. And that's why many of us go through. At the end of the day, we regret it. We regret why would they not keep pushing. We regret why would they not make that move. You want to start that career, and at the end of the day, you feel that probably want to go into this, I will fail. I won't be successful, or something will happen, or people going to overlook me. People are going to look down upon me, and then at the end of the day, if you don't do that thing, then you start to regret it. And a lot of people live in regret. 100%. A lot of people, lot, lot, a lot of people live in regret. You know,
Absolutely.
like for instance, um, and I mean, I don't want to say this, but I have to say, we are not attacking anybody, but a lot of people that sometimes put on weight and stuff, some of them they had a means of dreaming, they had a means of watching their diet, watching the kind of food they eat, but they want to get everything at the end of the day.
That
you know
coupon, that coupon.
Oh my God. They're gonna make use of all the coupon, all the discount and McDonald's buy 5 for 5, 7 for 5
Yeah,
and and that fries, that Big Mac fries, that Burger King, that double size burger, with everything in it, and they just killing it, man. But they had the means of watching that weight, they had the means of watching that diet,
yeah,
but they never pay attention to it. At the end of the day, you know, they end up being what they ain't supposed to be, and they try to regret it. Oh my God, I'm too big, I'm too fat, and but then they started living that regret. But again, what we're trying to say, regret is the worst feeling you can have once you fail to do something. That's the worst. And that's one thing that even makes some people commit suicide. You know, people
mm,
commit suicide. People do a lot of things to themselves. They anxiety, pressure, and a lot of crazy stuff because they had a means of doing something and they never did it. And at the end of the day, they end up regretting why. Then it become a problem. And you don't want to be a problem. You don't want to become a problem for society. You know, you don't want to be in that state. So, you know, I rather feel than to regret why they didn't do something. Yeah. I think it's part of the process. I rather fail. And like we said, failure is inevitable. You cannot get rid of it, no matter what. Yeah, it's part of life. It's inevitable.
Mm.
It's part of life. So I rather fail than regret. And many people rather regret than they fail, and that's the opposite, and that's the bad one. That's the worst one. You know. So yeah.
Absolutely. I
Yeah.
think you just said it. Regret. You just failure is a. We understand failure can be. We talk about failure a lot, but failure is a stepping stone, right?
Yeah.
But regret is a long life thing. You know,
Yeah. Lifetime.
my
Mm.
Yep. My question to the audience is that what's something that you want to do? What's something that you want to do, or you want to start that you haven't started yet? What is holding you back? That business that you're
Mm.
trying to open, what is holding you back? You know, is sometimes you might not have the money, but like figure out, just decide to think about something, um, and hopefully, and by God's grace, you will have the finances and whatever support that you're looking for to get started. You know, um, there's a quotation that says that you miss 100% of the shot you didn't take. You
Yep.
know,
Hmm.
so if you refusing to go to start, you already miss it because
Yeah.
you don't know you don't know if, whether you're going to be successful in it or you're not going to be successful in it, but you decide
Yep.
to stop or not to try. But the question becomes, do you want to keep to regret this um
Hmm.
maybe 65 years or maybe when you are dead or you are in your grave and stuff, you
Yeah.
know? And when I followed what's it called? What's his name? Disney Washington, he says something that's very powerful. And I sure that maybe someone might have heard it before. And he says that imagine you dying on your deathbed and surround your deathbed with ghosts, and these
Mm.
ghosts represent potentials that you never acted on,
Yeah.
and you know, and then they come to you and say, "We came to you. You have the opportunity to bring us to life, but
Yeah.
now we all got to go
Gotta go
together."
down. Yeah. Hmm.
So it's all have to do with the sense of regret. You know, I rather keep feeling, and remember that you are never a failure until
Hmm.
you finally decide to quit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you bear the title of failure. But you never a failure until you decide to quit. When you stay in the process, keep trying, keep doing it.
Yep. And just some famous quote I'm going to give here. You know, someone from John Sinclair. He say, "Failure is a bruise, and not a tattoo." You see, so it's just a scar. It's not a tattoo. It's not there. It's not. It's it's just like a soul. It's gonna heal, and you can keep going. And another one says that don't worry about failure. Worry about the chances you missed when you didn't even try.
Yeah,
Hmm.
100%.
Wow, this one
100%.
hit. Don't worry about failure, but worry about the chances you missed when you didn't even try.
Yep. You have the opportunity to take the chance. Imagine us, we were deciding to start this all process, and if we would have constantly be worried about what other people might think, and that other people have a lot of podcasts, and in fact people are still talking about the same topics, and then 45 years down the line or in our 65, and now we're deciding to start this, yet it might not be late for because of for sense of encouragement sake. However, it will still lead to regret because if we would have started earlier on, then by then we would have reached millions of people that someone who have been lying down or even deciding to start a business, and just by listening to our talk might have motivated them to begin their life.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
And
yeah,
that just brings me to the understanding that something that Albert Einstein said. Albert Einstein said a person who never made mistake never try anything new. You know, so
absolutely.
again. if we were afraid that, um like Alfred said, a lot of people out there doing this, like why should we even mind doing it? Like who gonna listen to us? We're not gonna try it. And even if we failed in the process and we did not continue doing it, we did not, push forward and continue persevering to do this thing, we have become a total failure to our society, you know. So a person who never made mistake never try anything new. So always do something, even if you fail, even if you made mistake doing it, keep pushing, keep doing it, keep doing it. And our success story or our experiences should serve as a means of motivation for other people out there. Trust me, we are all young people. We are still going through life. To be honest,
Yeah,
Alpha and I, we don't have all the experience in the world. Honestly, now, you know. But the little that we have had, in our past or even till now, you know, and we have identified these things, you know, as things that we shouldn't have done, or maybe there were things that we did that we never knew they were wrong, but now we have come to a realization that, okay, yeah, many people out there keep repeating the same thing, they keep making the same mistake. Why can't we share our story out there to someone who probably is in the same shoe as us, or have been in the same shoe as us, to serve as a means of motivation for them, you know? And all of these things, these are some of the fews that kind of give rise to this whole thing. So again, we would love to hear from you guys out there too. Some of your success story. Feel free to DM us again. Like we said, we are on YouTube, we are on Facebook, we are on Instagram. Reach out to us. Let us know. You can share your story with us, even if you want to be on the show. We'll feel glad and excited to have you guys on the show, so we all can share our story, because your your motivation, your story out there must serve as a motivation for someone else, even for me, even for us on the show. So not just us trying to like pour everything there for other people. I mean, people might critique it, people might, criticize it or whatever. But at the end of the day, I know there's someone out there who might resonate with what we are saying. So it can be you too as well, your success story, whatever you have experienced, your experiences as well, that could serve as a motivation for someone out there. So we want to use this platform and this medium to encourage other, most especially our young people, especially most of us that are in the diaspora, man. Listen, we'll get a topic where we discuss that, um but a lot of us here, you know, people back home or maybe other places might feel like everything is well or everything is okay. Honestly, trust me, it is not. You know, it is not. But we don't want to go into that. We'll stick to the topic. Um, you know, uh, don't make regret to be your aftermath. You know, don't make regret to be your aftermath. Rather you fail than to regret. Because, like we said, regret is left time. Yeah,
absolutely.
it's left time.
And you know, and again, we're not saying that you should regret it, and we're not even saying that you should live in regrets. We're not saying that you should allow what you those regrets define you. We're not saying that you should. What
Oh
we're
no.
trying to say is that you should learn a lesson from it, and still move on. If you ever face such,
Hmm.
I have stuff to regret, which that I've regretted, which is why we are on here to share our experiences. So
Yeah.
um so before I went to college, right? So I had a job, and I thought I was this is this I was like, this is it. um Man, I just used to receive a call on the walkie, and I just go. Like, it was a call out of manufacturing area, but all my job was that I just go and work on printers, right? I just get fix printer fix. I have my own shop, like, and then they would literally give me like a bicycles where within the facility where I just ride on it. I have my tools on it attached, but I loved it, right? I loved it, and I decided to quit to go to school, and I was like, and I when after I went to school, then I started like facing some financial financial
Yeah,
issues,
right.
and
Your
it's like
mind went back to
I,
your job.
I was like, this is. I was a chill place. I just used to go and just, nobody bothering my space, and people working. I just be driving around my bicycles, and it's like feeling ease, loving it. Now I'm facing financial, and what I did was, I didn't live in it, right? I learned the lessons, and I moved on.
Yeah,
So you will regret, but don't live in it. What we're
yeah,
saying is that the shot you didn't take, it's worse, you know.
yeah. If
So
you
you
never
miss
take it at all.
100% of the shot you didn't take.
Yeah,
So get started, get going, do things that you love, and do things that you dream of, and don't live in regret. Understand that regret is worse than failure.
yeah,
Failure is a stepping stone.
yeah.
So if you have any last more tips here before we go to our last segment, which is some practical steps and tips that we're going to be sharing here to pursuing your dreams.
I mean, I think we have said a lot already. I'm ready, waiting patiently to see what our commenters and our audience will have to say. I guess a lot of people are following today, and I think they are ready. They are loving the show, and I think the topic is resonating with a lot of people. And honestly, we want to, hear some of your experiences as well. What you have to say about the topic today. Um, and we will be glad to share, your comments with the rest of the audience. But again, we have said a lot, and we cannot say it all. People out there know much more. But again, life is life. Don't live in regret. No matter what it is, rather you feel than to regret it. And even if you have an experience where you regret something in life, it should not define you. It should not stop you. You know, bounce back, get off that couch, change that job if you have to, start a new career. Um, you know, if the need be, um, move to that new city, if that would be the cause, and start new. Start afresh, refresh your mind, unlearn, like we said, unlearn anything that you feel that you need to relearn, and just be the best version of yourself. So again, we're gonna move forward. We have some practical tips here that we're gonna share with you guys. Um, Again, like we said, we are not expert. These are just some of our experiences and some things that we want to share with you guys out there. So if you feel like these tips does not resonate with you, does not align with you, that's fine. If it does, kudos to that. But again, we just some these are just some of the things that we want to share out there with our audience, so that we can be able to avoid some of these mistakes, and to be able to help us do out there as we go about our daily lives and pursuing our careers and our dreams. So number one here we have set small achievable goals.
Mm.
Yeah,
I think, yeah, setting small achievable goals. Um, Really, it's 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 all tied into being honest with yourself, right?
yeah,
And you know what you can do, and you know what you cannot do. Um, so the point is, you should start small, regardless of whatever it is, right? Many at time, sometimes we just we think in our mind that we know all of our plans, and we don't like
yeah,
document it down and to even like get this started at small, and we want to start, want to write a whole full vision board down, a whole full thing that we want to accomplish in a day without
right.
starting small, you know. But it's achievable then within a day. If you put 20 things that you want to get done in a daytime, how can you do that? Can you achieve that? Is the problem? Is what we're saying, without feeling burnt out? Because the last thing you want to do is to feel burnt out.
Yeah,
So starting small, setting small achievable goals will help you um, to accomplish your dream?
Yeah, yeah. And just to add to that, dream does not come true overnight. Let's be honest with ourselves. Um, no matter what that dream is, it just does not come true overnight. You know, just like we share also like some of these prominent figures in the society today, that we identify. If you look at that success story, it did not happen instantly. You know, it did not just happen out of the blue. Like one day, it just something just came down from the sky and it just transformed them, and boom, they begin who they are today in society. No, it just didn't happen that way, and I don't think it's gonna happen that way. So, you know, breaking down your goals or your that which you want to achieve into small, smaller, or breaking down that dreams or that purpose into smaller goals is very important. And I think the last time I said something about, your goals need to be smart. It need to be specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and then timeable, like that. And like we said, achievable, which also fall within the smart goals, is also important. So you need to identify that specific thing that you want to do. Like we said, you might have so many things on your plate. Like you might know, you can know, you can be jack of all trades, you know everything, but there's something specific that you love to do. Identify that thing, you know identify that thing, recognize that thing, and begin to work on it. Become an expert in your own area. There should be something that, even if 1,000 people know how to do that thing, but you know how to do it in a special way, or in a way that every other person don't know how to do it. you know so you need to be an expert in your own field, in your own way. Be an expert in your own way. There are many of us, even at our job site, many of us know how to do, like, almost everybody on the team know how to do that thing. But one person there know how to do that thing more than everybody. Even though it's the same thing, we all can do it one way to get it done. But there's someone there who know so many ways of trying to get that one thing done, that which everybody know how to do. So, be an expert. Start small. It doesn't have to be big. You want to start that new career, take on that course. You know, take on that course. Um, it can be your first course, it can be two courses, you know, but start small. You don't have to, like, out of the blue move, just get started like that. So start small and make sure your goal is achievable, and it's specific, it's measurable. Be able to, like, set a time frame. Let's say in 5 years' time, I want to achieve this new career, or in 4 years' time, I want to achieve this new career, or in 3 years' time, I want to earn that degree. In 4 years' time, I want to earn that degree, or in 2 years' time, I want to start this new job and become this person. Or maybe you are that new job that you love, or you have started this business that you love. Maybe you can say in 5 years' time, I want my business to go to another level. In 5 years' time, I want my business to become this. I want my marriage to be this. You know, I want my kids to do this. I want my family to be this. So you need to make everything achievable, measurable, set a time frame, and let it be specific. And begin to work, become to work on it incrementally, small by bit, little by little. Don't just try to get it done one time. So again, like we said, it will not just happen one time. It will not just happen under the blue moon. Your dreams will not just come to fulfillment or to fruition just like that. You have to work on it, you know, day by day, and try to set some goals for yourself. You know, be specific in making your decision, and just keep pushing and keep persevering, and definitely you're gonna achieve that. So that's what I have to say about that.
Absolutely. Yeah, man. That was spot on. Always be smart with your goals. Make sure that be honest with yourself first.
Yeah,
Um, be honest
honestly,
with,
key.
because you know what your strengths and weakness are.
Yeah,
And so if you are honest with yourself, then you can be able to set the achievable goals, your capability, and then you can be able to carry it out.
Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah.
Yep.
And the second tip here, just so we can wrap things up real quick, because of time. Um, we say stay connected to God. For this one, the Bible is the manual for life. I think I've always share some biblical tips here for our audience, which really helps a lot. But the Bible is the manual for life. Um, you know, like I think one thing I always say, anything in this world you want to achieve or you want to do, as long as you stick to the Bible, in addition to whatever you have, trust me, you'll be successful in it. Because the Bible has everything to teach you about life. You
Yeah.
know, it has everything. And be prayerful. you know Continue to read your word, continue to pray, stay connected to God. The Bible says if you draw near to him, he will draw near to you. And remember that every good thing comes from above. you know the Bible says every good and perfect gift comes from above. you know and whether good or bad, trust God in the process. You thank God for everything, whether it's good or bad. Thank God for everything, because sometimes they might just be for a test of time. you know. So stay connected to the word, read your Bible. I don't want to sound too religious, but again, whatever religions you think you love, you believe in, and for we Christian, we love to promote, um, our religion, and that's us just being honest, because you know a lot of things we can share here that which God has done for us, and we will go on and on and on and on and on, you know. So you know, believe in the word, study the word of God, be prayerful, and stay connected to your God. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's very, good that we share this conversation because um, you know, we number one think that we actually know what the Bible is about.
Mm.
So we create um these rituals, those rituals of um prayer meetings, church,
Yeah.
and we actually think we know. But the bottom line is there is nothing, no one that know a product more than the manufacturer. That's for
Mm.
sure.
Yeah, for sure.
So no one knows that the product more than the manufacturer. If you are God's product, He knows you well.
More
So
than
if
yourself.
He said,
Mm.
and isn't that funny that people think that if you go to church, and I had a conversation with someone before, they said that you know but if you don't pay your time, that means that you're going to you go you your job, you might lose your job and all that kind of stuff. And I was like, isn't that funny that the only thing that guarantee our success in the Bible was the manual. The book of Joshua 1:9 says that do not let the book of the Lord depart from your mouth, mention it
Right.
day and night, so be careful to do whatever that is written in it. Then you will be able to be prosperous and successful.
Right.
So
Mm.
so if you stay connected to God, um, He knows your plan. He knows
Yeah.
the plan for your life. For the
Mm.
scripture says that all of your days is been written in a book. So if you
Yeah.
only you stay connected to God, He will guide you to your plan. And sometimes you will lose track. You know, you will lose track, like we say, because you are human, right?
Yep.
Um, you if you just be straightforward, that means that you are kind of supernatural person, and we are all human. We will make mistake. But if you stay connected to God again, you will um you will find refuge in His words, and you will find that courage to begin. But the scripture says, "What a righteous man will fall 7 times, why not? But he will wake up again." Right? So
Yeah.
yeah, staying connected to God is very important in the process. So I just want to hear your whatever you get to say on this, and then we can move to the
Yeah.
next one. We'll
I
go.
mean, again we have said a lot about this already. When it comes to the Bible, to be honest, a lot of people feel that they know the Bible when it's done. Um, but the more you read, the more you know. A lot of us don't even read our Bible. We don't pray. We need to set time for those things. You know, there's sometimes you may be going through some situation in your life, and it just takes you having that quiet time with yourself and just going through the Word of God and just having that meditation moment. You know, and just sometimes sometimes just sit down and just think about everything that you have been through, that God have taken you through, and all of those wonderful things that He have done for you. You know, and then you begin to read His word, and you begin to pray, and you begin to retrospect on every good things that you have done, and begin to thank Him. Just that moment, just by creating those moments for yourself. Trust me, sometimes God can just, sometimes some inspiration, some things can just drop down in your thoughts and in your mind. So have that moment, have that time. Like sometimes I say, take yourself on a date. Your own self date, your own personal date. Take a Bible with you, and grab a pen and a paper and go on your own date. Find somewhere, sit down somewhere quiet, and just read the word and pray and begin to think about all this goodness and begin to thank Him and praise Him. And trust me, that you just need that connection. Sometimes it's not just you may not get everything in the church. I'll be honest. You may not, even though the Bible says we should not forsake your gathering. Wish just to keep it a constant, keep it united and keep it, in our one accord. But sometimes, you need that quiet time. Go and sit and take that meditation. Meditate on His word, meditate on His goodness, and things work out. So, I mean, there's so many ways. The Bible have ascribed things, for us, believers, and even if you're not a believer out there and you're looking for a means to, to stay connected to God, start small. Start by reading that one scripture. Start by saying that one prayer. You don't have to be an expert. You know, the only issue I have with the Christendom right now is that people have really make this Christian religion to just be more like you have to be this before God can do this. You have to do this before God can do this. Which I mean, on the biblical show, we're going to address all of these things. So you guys really need to check us Sunday for the biblical show because it's going to be interesting. Like we're going to open some eyes. We're going to really, really
Yeah,
open some eyes. Trust me. So we don't want to go too deeper into this here, but check out the Sunday show. On 9 a.m. we're going to be here again
tomorrow
with our
show.
guest. So be
Every
here
day.
tomorrow. Yeah. And we,
Every
yeah. So,
Sunday, check out our religious show. Check out our Bible show. Again, we are the reality talk shows, wherein we bring and understand that these are our experiences, right?
yeah.
We grew up out of it. We went to church every time. We had let's say all week. We went to church all week. Um, so it is our experiences, and we have first-hand information that and again we did our shows our other episode that we say things that we knew earlier. We're going to be tied into also our biblical shows. We're going to be exposing a lot of the myth that we have
Yeah.
learned. So this is all to unlearn all of the things that we are taught and then
Yeah.
to relearn again. So
Yeah.
check out our biblical show. But not to hold out this year, we're going to just go into our next shows here, which is fundamental.
Yeah.
Fundamental other and the support system.
Yeah,
Why
I
is this
think I think
important,
I
Jason?
I I I, I touched deeply on this one when we were going through our previous conversation. Where I said, that's one of the things that many of us don't really have. Um, just due to the fact that we are being let down by a lot of people in our surroundings. We are being led down by our families, our friends, and you know other people. So, we have just come to the realization that there's nothing out there for us. But trust me, there's something out there. There's someone out there that's waiting to help someone. So find a support system, find a mentor, someone that will serve as a role model for you. Someone that you're gonna look at their life and say, yeah, I want to be like that person, or that life, um, align with mine, resonate with mine. So, find that person. Trust me, they are out there. You just need to get out of that couch, get out of your reach. You know, network network. And even sometimes if you have one or two people in your surrounding that are serving as a support system for you, that are serving as strong supporter, trust me, hold on to them. And many of us that's the problem too, because when we get people that are surrounding us and supporting us, we want to feel big. We want to create too much pride for ourselves. You know that, yeah. I a vision bearer. Anything I say, that's how people gonna do. No, don't be
Hmm.
that. A pride come before a fall. You know. So if you get someone in your life that's supporting you too, hold on to them. Cherish them, because sometimes they are hard to find. But if you don't have them to reach out, you may not get it. Not everything might come from your family. Some of us we don't need to get out of that shift. Like, if your family don't support you, I mean nobody else will support you. Who told you that? Who
Yeah.
told you that? If your friends don't support you, then nobody's willing to support you. Who told you that? No. Trust me, there are people out there that want to support you. Again, like we said, we are even us. For us, we are here. Listen, this I find myself we are being very much supportive of one another. And it just didn't start from here. It started from back home. You know, it started from back home. And all of these things, that's what gave rise to this today, because of those things that we have experienced growing up as as young guys, and how much we have supported each other. We like, if this guy have something in his mind and he share, I'm like, bro, trust me. Even if he feel down, if he feel that he cannot do, I'm like, hey man, trust me, you can do this. And vice versa, the same way. So we all need this kind of people in our life. And trust me, we are here. You know, if you guys want to reach out to us. We are here. We're not trying to make ourselves vulnerable, but trust me, it really doesn't matter. Reach out to us if you feel that you are going through something and you don't have anyone to share it with. You know, and sometimes too, there are a lot of things that comes into that. That which we really don't want to go into because it's just going to make the show long. And we want to keep it at a minimum. But it really doesn't matter what your experience have been. You know, it doesn't matter what your experience have been. Maybe people have let you down in the past so many times. It really doesn't matter. There's someone out there that you can hold on to, that can account of you. That you can trust. So find that mentor, find that person that you can classify as a role model. And it might not be your friends. Again, we continue to say it might not be your family. It might be someone external. But you need to get out there, get out of your comfort zone. you know get out of your comfort zone and reach out to people and interact with people. No matter how many times people let you down, trust me, one day someone will come your way. It can be your spouse, it may not be your spouse, it can even be your children, it can be your friends or not your friends or whoever you have out there. So find that person and let that person be the one to support you, to give you that feel, that momentum, you know. And don't kill your dreams because you feel that you don't have anyone in your life to support you. Don't kill your dream because of that. So I mean, there's a lot more we can say. Again, like I said, I tie into this conversation, but we want to keep it on a minimum. Let's make it interesting. We want to keep it on a
Yeah.
minimum. Yeah.
Definitely. Those points are very valid. And it also very vital to the process that we've been saying here, finding a mentor or support system. We're not saying it's going to be easy. People
No.
going to deny a request, right? Because usually if you ask someone to be, can you be my mentor? And the question is going through their mind. I cannot even keep myself accountable. Would I, you know,
Right.
like how am I going to keep you accountable? Or like but um, you know, if you whatever you are, whatever city you are in, and you find it very difficult to find some networking events, take your phone right now, go online, search for. You obviously know the Eventbrite app. Look for professional networking around me. It will definitely show
Yeah.
you results. You can go to the event. You don't even need to know anyone. You will be
Yeah.
surprised that everyone at the event are all strangers trying to know you
Yeah.
too.
Very
So
true. Yeah.
I've done a lot. It have worked out. I mean, I have made a lot of best friends and incredible friendship. So you can do the same and just get out of your comfort zone. Um, and one of the things I keep like my time around our university, we keep saying is that some international students will come and they spend all of their time in their dorm. just want to study, go to the
Yeah.
library, go to that dorm. You are missing the whole. You are missing the big part of being in the
You're
United
missing
States.
out.
This is
Missing out.
this is this is
We don't know.
this is the country. Yeah, this is the country that have all of the populations in the world. So
Yeah.
you got to get out there and network, meet people, and just people want to learn about your culture. By the way, people are
Mm-hmm.
very much interested in getting to know about your culture. You know, so
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Oh yeah. Even some of us, like, we have had so many experience at our job where, people keep asking, "Oh, where are you from? Where are you from?" And you say, "Oh, I'm from Liberia." "Oh, Liberia? How is it like in Liberia? How is the culture like? How is the food? How is the people?" Like, even sometimes you take your lunch at work and people see it. "Oh, what is that? What are you eating?"
yeah,
Curiosity. There are a lot of curious people out there, man. People ask questions like, and that's one beautiful thing I love about, you know, working in a diverse environment, because everybody want to know more about each other.
yeah,
Like, you want to know about the Jamaican, you want to know, even when someone from Ghana or other African countries, you want to know about them. How's life is in Ghana? Oh, we are from the West, but I haven't been to Ghana before. How's life? And then, you know, you start to interact with these people and you start to learn some new things about them, you know. So it's good. Like, reach out there. Don't be like, a lot of people are, I'm an introvert. I'm an introvert. Like, I said that even the last episode. It really doesn't matter to be an introvert. For me, I really don't care if you're an introvert or extrovert or whatever. But an introvert, sometimes you need to get out there too and be an extrovert. You can be both. I mean, there are times that many of us, we want to be by ourselves. We want to stay indoor and kind of have that refresh time. But at the end of the day, you got to get out, man. You got to get out.
yep,
Your network is your net worth. I learned that in school.
absolutely.
Your network is a net worth. You never know. You
I'm
never know.
it's interesting that people that you make that point. People saying that. I mean, of course, I was not. I was the number one shy person. By the way, I was not
Yeah.
always this outspoken, but it takes a lot of self reflection, a lot of tools, right? A lot of tools
Mhm.
or
Yeah.
a lot of tools that actually can mean the be this outspoken, being able to easily grasp someone point and be able to us to network, and being an introvert is another belief system that we can talk about another time, but it's not
Yeah.
true, you know. So
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
we're just gonna go to our next topic here, so we can wrap things up. But
Yeah. Yeah, this is a great one too. And this will be the last one for today. And we're gonna wrap things up from here. So stay focused on your why. Hmm. Wow.
yeah, still focus on your why. It's um. Do you want to kick up with that?
Yeah. I think every human have a why. Everyone. Again, many of us don't know that. Many of us like haven't been taught or haven't recognized that. But there is a reason for which you want to do something, you know. And again, like we said, even it is by you starting that new career, you moving out of that country that which you are in, or that state, or you pursuing that dream or something. There is a why behind it, you know. And if you recognize that, I think it's gonna keep you focused, and and but that alone is gonna erase every other negative factor that we are talking about today, like failure, being impatient, comparison, all of these things. It's gonna erase that, because that's gonna get your mind focused on what we want to achieve, But again, if you're not identify that, you're not gonna know it, So you need to
Yep.
get on that. You need to do that self-assessment. You need to assess the situation or assess that thing that you want to do. Let's say, typical example, when I was transitioning into cybersecurity, like when I make up my mind to do cybersecurity, I asked myself, I had a passion for doing mechanics, and I'm good at it. I mean, I did it back in Africa. I went to school in Africa. I even acquired my associate in before uh coming to the States. But now I want to transition into something different, going to full computer, and not just computer science, but specifically cybersecurity. Why am I trying to do that? Why do I want to do this? and I assess the factors. So many questions I ask myself, you know, what can this thing do for me if I change, if I do this career, or if I go into this career, what can it do for me? You know, um, what why is my reason? You know, what is my why? And the reason why this came into mind when I started my first boot camp, when I was doing my first boot camp, IT support boot camp, you know, every time my instructor would come to class and he'll be like, you know, you guys need to ask yourself why you guys want to do this. Why are you guys going into this career? Why are you guys pursuing this? So, every time he says that, and then when I come home, I'll be like, yeah, why am I trying to do this? Like, I mean, I can do anything else. I can go into another career I want to go into, but why am I so down to this? So passionate about doing this, and then so many things that are coming to mind. Um, the means by me getting out there to know people, want to help people, because the means of cybersecurity is, you trying to protect people and their information from being exposed. Which is a great thing. You know, because a lot of people that are vulnerable out there, their informations are vulnerable. A lot of people don't even know that. You know, and what got me so scared was this. What is this? It's kind of slipping from my mind. Where these guys are using people identity, you know, to commit fraud. Like they will
Mm.
steal your social security, and then they go out there, they take loans, you know, buy expensive things on your name. Well, are you even knowing about it? That thing got me so scared, and I was like, why would people be so wicked like that, bro? Imagine
Yeah.
you just receiving a call from a bank one day, identity theft. That's the name. Someone
Hmm.
just a bank just call you one day and say, "Hey, are you Mr. Roberts? Yeah. We saw that you just signed up for a 10,000 or $1 million loan, what you don't know about at all." I
Yeah.
got so scared. I'm like, that is inhuman. That is very bad. You know. So if I want to become someone of value to society, I think this is a great career to pursue. To be able to protect people, and their data and their information from these bad guys, you know, and that just got me so pumped and so passionate and more like, yes, I can do this, I can pursue this. And then just listening to a lot of success stories from some of these professional cybersecurity analysts we have out there. you know I had an interaction one time with my chief information security officer, we call CISO, and he was like, Jisu, I'll be honest with you, there are a lot of bad people out there. And even with my 20 plus years of experience in this industry, I feel afraid every time when I hear some news. I get afraid every time. He said because there are people out there that just want to do bad. Like honestly, they are so fed up with the society to the extent that they just want to hurt somebody else. They really don't care how they're going to go about doing it. They just want to hurt people. So if you want to go into this career, you should be a people person. That you should be ready to
Mm.
face the world, be ready to face the society, be ready to face these guys. Because honestly, if they know that you are very good at this, they're gonna come at you and they're gonna bring
Yeah.
everything at you. I got scared for a moment, bro. I got scared for a moment. I almost reconsider my decision, but I was like, yeah, you know what, we got this. But yeah, so that was really my reason. I was like, I want to help people, man. I want to be the one to be able to tell somebody that, hey, you know, protect yourself. Be careful with your information. Don't let your information be exposed out there to people and stuff like that. And so many other reasons, that I cannot list and give out here. But we all need to identify that why. The reason for which you are trying to do something. Why do you want to start this new career? Why do you want to move to this new state? Why
Mm.
do you want to pursue this this new job? Why you want to change your job? Why you want to? So there should be
Yeah.
a reason. Don't just go about doing things randomly just because you feel like, yeah, you get a potential, you get a screen. That's why a lot of people here at the end of the day in their 40s, they already got bad problem. And because they're just
Mm.
chasing the money, yeah, it's good to chase the money. The bills gotta be paid, but there should be a reason for which you want to do something also. So we all need to identify that, and Once we start to identify these things, once we start to recognize these things or assess ourselves and be able to recognize these things, I think we can make maximum progress in whatever we want to do.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
really great that you got to share that experience. And like we keep saying every day, right? We are express our experiences, right? So we decide to share with everyone and our listener and our audiences out there that can take away little tips that we shared. You know, staying focused on your why is very important.
Yeah.
Um, it reminds you of your dream, right? It kind of
Mm-hmm.
like discipline your steps, and every time you decide to step out of
Yeah.
alignment, it kind of like bring you back, into alignment to your dream and your goal. So
Yep.
staying focused on your
Mm.
why will push you closer towards your goal and will push you closer towards your dream. And you know, like in college and stuff, man, I like I said, I was very much introvert like anyone else can think. Um, and I did a public speaking class, and I had to do it because it was part of my generous. And they said we should give about, let's say, 5 minute speech. And man, imagine going in front of audiences that and just to give that speech, bro. Like I was shaking. I was shaking. So, and the interesting part of that was it was not the first speech. It was just it was not the last speech, right? It was just the first one. So
Hmm.
we had to give speech until the whole semester end. so
Jesus Christ.
so but the more that um I decided to focus. I was like, after I left that first class, I started looking for alternative to drop in that major, or to
Jesus.
drop in that class, because um, giving speech was not my strong suit. So,
Yeah.
but the more I focus on my why, um, and the more I say I got to face this, I got to focus on this, shaking and stuff. They are of phobia,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. But the more I focus on my why, it kind of give me the courage to face it, and I was not afraid. By the time we get to the end of the semester, I started seeing a very drastic impact and a progress in speech delivery. So I was like, wow, this is amazing. I love this. And but focus on your why in your everyday journey is very important, guys. To our audience out there, whenever you're desiring to quit your dream, whenever you're desiring to quit your businesses, whenever you desire to quit and to pack, just focus on your why. Why you desire to start in the first place, right?
Yep.
Why you desire to first in the first place? Because your family depend on you. About millions of people depend on you. So if you desire to quit, understand that millions of people that you will impact, right, negatively.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
you decide to succeed, there are one of the millions of people that you're going to impact positively. So if focusing on your why is very important.
Yeah, yeah. Honestly, it is, and just like you said, just by doing that, it kind of allowing you to, keep you in alignment with whatever you have, desire for, and even if trust me, sometimes you might even go off track, but just because you have your mind focused on that, you're gonna get back on track. Just because you understand the reason for which you are doing that, you're gonna get back on track. Like, trust me, we're not trying to say that everything will be perfect. No, everything we are saying here is not easy to do. It's not. Trust me, it's not easy to do. Nothing we are saying here is that easy. It's not. So we're not here to tell you that it will be easy. No, it won't be. But just because you have your mind on whatever and you understand the reason for which you are going into something, even if you slack, you will get back. You have that desire to get back. Even if you fall by the wayside, you still have that desire to get back. Only because you know you understand that which you are going into, and you have that passion for it, and you want to achieve something at the end of the day. So that alone gonna serve as a fuel. It's gonna serve as a push for you to keep doing it. So um it was a great session today, and it was a great session. We are so excited, for bringing you guys all of these exciting points and topics and discussions. And let us know if any of these things resonate with you. We really love to hear from our audiences out there. um we know that many of us are going through a lot of things that we were not taught, and we have not even learned them, and we never learned them before. But now we are getting to know these things, and we are trying to understand them, or getting to understand them. I think we need to reassess some of our decisions. We need to reassess some of the situations that we are in. You might be someone that who really just love to sit down in your couch and watch movie the whole day. Trust me, we are not judging you, you know but get off your couch, do something, get out there, make some move, you know um do something with your life, man. It really doesn't matter what it is, but anything that you feel you are passionate about doing, do it. Pursue that dreams. you know God had put you here for a reason, and each and every one of us here are here for a reason. And the meaning that we understand that, I think we're gonna make some move. Yeah. So let's just, we're gonna give our parting statement. Um Again, before we do that, let me just run through everything real quick. So we will discuss, why do people give up on their dreams? And we'll look at many factors for which people do that. People give up on their dreams. Fear of failure, lack of support, impatience, discouragement, comparison, and also, we touch on why you shouldn't give up. Because God has given you that dream for a reason. And also, don't live in regret. Which many people do. Many of us have went through that before. And also, we share some practical tips, you know, to get you focused on your dream and keep pushing. And tomorrow again, we're gonna be here, you know, on our biblical show. We call that Let's Talk Bible. Okay. We're gonna be discussing the Bible tomorrow. We're gonna be discussing some exciting things, some controversies out there, surrounding the Bible, some controversial statements out there concerning the Bible, and also specifically, within the Christendom. And we will have an amazing guest here tomorrow. He's waiting and ready and fire up to get this all started with us tomorrow. So we will be here, um, you know, bringing you guys the best, and we're gonna make sure your Sunday will be enjoyable. And I mean, that's our first show, man. This guy can't wait to get this biblical show hitting and get it out there. So um we are here tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern Time. Stay tuned. Please like, follow, and share this platform. We are on YouTube, Instagram. Click that like button, subscribe, and click that notification bell so that you can get all the notification whenever the alert and stuff, whenever we go live. And we love having you here. We are so excited to have you guys on the show with us each and every time. It brings us great joy. And thank you for staying tuned today. Thank you for tuning in to um the Jew and Fair Open Map podcast. So, Alfred, what do you have to say before we wrap things up?
Yeah, we have already said what we, on this topic so much, and I wish people actually apply to most of the things that, I mean, it's not that you have to, it's just that these are our experiences. Again, we might be, people might say, "Hey, you guys are not no experts," but and I will always keep saying that we are expert at our experiences.
Right.
We're just sharing our experiences out there to our friends, some vulnerable people who are in a capacity, and the mistake that, and some of the things that I wish we knew earlier, and some of those mistakes that we made. wouldn't have been made. Um, and yeah, so we wish tomorrow to discuss another very fascinating topic. Discussion here. Let's talk the Bible, where it will bring reality. We are the reality talk shows. Um, we are there to talk pure, right? To not sugarcoat anything. To talk things what we about what we see, right? To say what we see.
Yeah.
So, and again, we're not no pastors, right? So we're no pastors. Um, but again, we are here to like we always say, if you do have, and if you, anytime you want to appear on our talk show, or our podcast, you can always um, send in, let us know, and we will invite you to have a conversation or a discussion here. So stay tuned. Thank you for tuning in. Have a great day.
Yeah, for sure. And just lastly, Alfred, before we go, let me just leave you guys with this thought. Dreams don't have an expiration date. So it's okay to take a break, to pivot, to adjust, but don't let fear or doubt convince you to stop altogether. Okay. So again, like I said, don't give up on your dream. Okay. Dream do not have an expiration date. So feel free. Take a break sometime if you have to. Even if you have to pivot a little bit, do it. If you have to adjust yourself a little bit, do that. But do not let fear or doubt convince you to stop altogether. Don't stop. Keep pushing. Again, stay tuned. And we are the Jew and Fred, and this is our podcast and our talk show. So see you all tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern Time. Thank you guys for being here.